I never thought my marriage would end because of something as small as a name on a hotel registry. For years, I believed in the woman I loved. I believed in the promises we made, the vows we exchanged, and the future we were building together. I thought we were solid, uncheckable. But sometimes the smallest detail, the tiniest piece of information, can destroy everything you thought was real. For me, that detail was a fake name written in her handwriting at a hotel desk. That was the moment I knew the truth, the moment my world fell apart, the moment everything ended. When I first met Claire, she seemed like the kind of woman who had it all together. She was beautiful, sharp, and had a confidence that drew me in immediately. We dated for a couple of years before I asked her to marry me, and when she said yes, I thought I was the luckiest man alive. Our wedding was small but perfect. Family, close friends, vows we meant with our whole hearts. Or at least, I meant them with mine. The first few years of our marriage were good. We traveled when we could, we bought our first home together, and we settled into a comfortable rhythm. But slowly, almost without me noticing, things began to change. Claire grew distant. She stayed late at work more often, and when I asked, she always had excuses, deadlines, projects, coworkers who needed help. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to think she was just busy, that this was just what marriage looked like after the honeymoon stage ended. But there were signs. Her phone was always locked, and she carried it everywhere, even to the bathroom. She laughed at messages she wouldn't show me. She started dressing up more when she said she was working late, and when I'd ask who she was with, her answers were vague, inconsistent, sometimes even annoyed. I tried to push away the doubts, to tell myself I was imagining things, but deep down, I knew something was wrong. The night everything changed, I wasn't even looking for proof. I was simply out of town on business, staying in a hotel. I had finished my meeting earlier than expected, so I decided to grab dinner downstairs in the hotel restaurant. While I was waiting for my meal, I glanced toward the lobby, and that's when I saw her, Claire, my wife. She wasn't supposed to be there. She had told me she was working late back in our city, but there she was, walking into the hotel with another man. My heart stopped. At first, I thought maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it wasn't her. But the way she laughed, the way she touched her hair, the way she walked, I knew it was Claire. And she wasn't alone. I stayed frozen, unable to move. I wanted to storm across the room, confront her, demand answers. But something inside me told me to wait, to watch. She and the man walked up to the reception desk. I couldn't hear their conversation, but I could see her pull out her ID, see her sign the register. That's when I noticed it. She didn't write her real name. She signed in under a fake one. That detail broke me more than anything else. It wasn't just that she was meeting another man. It wasn't just that she lied about working late. It was that she had done this before enough. Times to know she had to hide her name, to create a whole other identity for herself. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't a one-time mistake. This was deliberate, calculated, planned. I sat there in the restaurant, my dinner untouched, my heart pounding. My wife had checked into a hotel with another man under a fake name. And at that moment, I knew everything was over. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I waited until I got home the next day. When I walked into her house, she was sitting on the couch, acting normal, like nothing had happened. She smiled, asked me how my trip went, kissed me on the cheek. The audacity of it made me sick. I wanted to scream, to throw the truth in her face, but I held back. I needed to be sure. Over the next week, I started digging. I checked our bank statements, and sure enough, there were charges that didn't make sense. Hotels, dinners, things she had never mentioned. I checked her phone when she wasn't looking and found messages she thought she had deleted. Messages to the man I had seen her with. They weren't just casual exchanges, they were intimate, detailed, the kind of messages that left no doubt about what was happening. Finally, one night, I confronted her. I held the hotel receipt in my hand, the one with her fake name, and I asked her to explain. At first, she laughed like I was being ridiculous. Then she got angry, accusing me of spying on her, of being paranoid. But when I laid the evidence in front of her, the messages, the receipts, the fact that I had seen her with my own eyes, she broke. She started crying, saying it wasn't what it looked like, that she didn't mean for it to happen, that she still loved me. But her words meant nothing. Love doesn't lie. Love doesn't sneak around. Love doesn't sign into hotels under fake names with other men. She begged for another chance, swore it was a mistake, swore it was just one time, but I knew the truth. One time doesn't require a fake identity. One time doesn't leave a trail of hotel stays and hidden messages. In that moment, I realized my marriage was already over. The woman I thought I knew, the woman I thought I loved, had been gone for a long time. What was left was a stranger who lied to my face every day while living a double life behind my back. I told her it was over. I told her to pack her things and leave. She screamed, she cried. She tried to blame me for working too much, for not paying enough attention, for making her feel lonely. But I didn't care about her excuses. Nothing justified what she had done. Nothing justified the lies, the betrayal, the fake name on that hotel registry. After she left, I sat in the empty house, surrounded by memories that now felt like lies. The trips we took, the late night talks, the plans we made, all of it was poisoned by the truth I had uncovered. It hurt like hell, but it also freed me. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. And as much as it broke me, it also gave me the chance to start over, to rebuild, to one day find someone who would truly value honesty and loyalty. Claire's fake hotel name exposed more than her infidelity. It exposed the truth about who she really was, about what our marriage had become. And it ended everything. But sometimes endings are just disguised beginnings. And though I'll never forget the pain of that discovery, I'll also never again ignore the signs. Never again let myself be blinded by love to the point of living in a lie. She thought she could hide behind a fake name, but the truth always finds its way out. And when it did, it everything we had.